the Rebels, Pack 1, Den 3, Pack 8, Wauseon. If you gentlemen would come up here, I'd like to have you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Come right up here. Here's the flag, guys. Ready? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Moment of silence. Okay, before we start roll call here tonight, I'd like to express our condolences for Don Mathews, passed away Friday. Our best prayers and wishes are with his family. Don's services are going to be from 2 to 8 at the Edgar Greiser Funeral Home, and then there's going to be private services after for the people who want to visit him.
On Friday.
On Friday, yep. So, okay, moving on, roll call.
Councilor Coast.
Here.
Councilor Huner.
Present.
Councilor Chamberlain.
Here.
Councilor Sturts.
Here.
Councilor Fry.
Here.
We have a quorum. We have 5, all members are present.
Okay, thank you. Motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Councilor Huner and second by Councilor Sturts. Councilor Huner.
Yes.
Councilor Sturts.
Yes.
Councilor Chamberlain.
Yes.
Councilor Fry.
Yes.
Councilor Coast.
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
No names of individuals wishing to address council. We'll address the group later on after council. All your questions. Moving on to committee reports. Park Board.
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Park Board, we met on August 12th. First thing up was Park Board members were informed that Mike Zunk, a longstanding Park Board member, had resigned from Park Board due to a job change. Dave Murray brought Park Board members up to speed on the new gazebo that's out at Biddle Park, and it's already being used quite frequently. Tree Commission had asked for Park Board's blessing to plant some trees at homecoming along the path, and I guess that Tree Commission, I guess, is thinking about getting money out of a revolving loan fund for that.
That's what I've understood.
Okay. Park Board considered the idea of those trees going in at homecoming, and it passed. There's 3 members present, 2 were in favor of it, 1 was not. So it did pass Park Board, and tonight the mayor will be presenting that as a recommendation. Park Board member Drummer asked about pool placement. So all the Park Board members were informed that council would hit the pause button on the pool issue until we get to survey the public a little bit. So, that's all I
Shane,
have.
did anybody have anything to say about the survey as far as the pool committee? I think the pool committee has said that there were surveys sent out previously. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know if they brought any of that up.
No, none of them did.
Okay.
No.
And then is this something that we should do as council, or should we engage the pool committee?
I think we need to come up with a way to do it first.
I think since we're the ones that put the pause on it, that for that reason, that we should be the ones that put the survey out.
I'm concerned that we haven't heard from the pool committee, anybody from the pool committee saying, hey, that's great, we'd like to help do that, or help form the survey, or...
I guess I just look at it as if the problem was in fact that we had 2 committees that wouldn't agree. So we suggested to do this survey to make a decision as to where it goes, and then bring it back with the pool committee to where they can then move forward with the pool.
Okay, and then we talked about putting it in the water bills. And Jamie, when do we have to have that survey to you so that it can be stuffed in those?
I need 10 business days before they're mailed out, which is normally 2 to 3 days before the end of the month. So I would say They're not gonna be able to go with the next bill. It would have to be sent next
September.
month.
With September's bill,
Yes.
okay.
So it could just be an insert with those?
Mhm.
Okay.
And on the website, I would think. And then between that time, if they would wish to come talk to us, then we could open the door for that.
There's got to be some records and minutes from the previous 2 or 3 years ago too, where the thought process was going there. So,
Well, the thought process, I think, is going towards Biddle, but the way, I mean, it's just fact that in-house here, we can't even come to an agreement. And that's why we wanted to go forward with this. Let's do a survey as to where the city wants this, where the citizens want it, to where we can then move forward on producing a pool. That's my understanding.
Yeah, if we could survey, some method of surveying and insert it with the water bills and see what kind of response we get back and go from there.
Publicize it greatly. To, paper and whatever, that's what in fact we're gonna do.
we have one recommendation here to accept the tree commission's proposal for planting trees in Homecoming Park.
I'll make a motion to accept their recommendation.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Sturts and second by Counselor Coast. Is there any discussion? Counselor
I have
Sturts.
one question, we're gonna go ahead and do that, but isn't there that survey that needs to take place for the income survey? We're approving this based on the,
That would be it. David's.
David's not here tonight.
I think we needed to do an income survey, right?
Yeah.
For that.
You do as far as the revolving loan fund is concerned. This is the park board accepting the improvements to Homecoming Park.
Right.
It's only that part of the process.
That's all.
Okay, so it's not purchase of the trees,
No.
okay.
I think park board's just saying it's okay, the trees can go in the ground.
If they were
Yeah.
to purchase them, at least they
It'd be
would
the same thing if
purchase
you
them
wanted
and have a place
to, if you wanted to put a swing set someplace, they would decide yes, no.
Okay. All right.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Huner?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries.
Finance Committee?
We had a finance committee meeting last Thursday, and Sarah's Garden, some representatives came in, Kevin Stamm and Matt Rickner, and they had requested funds from the RLF to complete their phase 1 of their playground project. This is a playground that's going to be completely handicapped accessible, and it is going to be utilized by the public as well as Sarah's Garden. We asked about how much money they've fundraised so far. They have about $78,000. The commissioners have given them $10,000 of that. They have some other leads on funding. To get this started, we had discussed giving them a grant of $75,000. We have a balance of about $300,000 in, or $395,000 in the RLF. And we asked if the state looks at anything different when they see us giving loans versus, excuse me, grants. They do not. What they want to see is that money is being utilized for community improvement. So we did make a motion to allow Sarah's Garden to have $75,000 from the RLF in the form of a grant. They are also a 501c3 nonprofit. This will not jeopardize any other projects that we could have potential to bring to the city, and there's still a cash balance there, a hefty cash balance that could be used. Any questions?
I'd make a motion that we go ahead and accept the finance committee's recommendation to award Sarah's Garden $75,000 in the form of a grant from our revolving loan fund.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Chamberlain and second by Counselor Fry. Is there any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Fry?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Hühner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Moving on to department head reports. David's absent tonight, so we'll start with Chief Sutter.
No major developments at the fire department. We're spending this week doing the school inspections between Wauseon schools and New Horizons Academy and the Pettisville school system and getting them all ready to go for their school year. Also planning for the fair done, which starts next week, so we have that ready to go. And the Firemen's Association, to continue on with Sarah's Garden fundraiser, the Firemen's Association bought several tickets to their fundraiser and we won the drawing. So we made a $4,000 donation back to their playground and did that, so just so you're aware of that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Chief Corbett.
Just a reminder, school starts this Thursday. Please be extra cautious, especially around the Wauseon School campus area as well as on Leggett Street. We will have extra patrol out there helping you remind to slow down. We are also going to be taking applications through the middle of September for the Citizens Police Academy. That will start September 11th. We've already got half a dozen applications out so far. We've only had it out for about a week, so we're looking to have that filled up very shortly. And our drug take-back day is also September 27th from 10 to 2. That's it.
Thank you. Tom?
I'm just getting back in after being gone for a couple of weeks, and we do have some projects coming in. Planning Commission will have a meeting next week to review a pretty nice little project for out on Glenwood, so hopefully that goes well. And we're moving forward with this agreement with Wood County, and I have some other commercial things that people have come in for, and I told them that we should have this in place in about 30 days, so they're going to wait on those until they can deal with Wood County.
Good. Thank you. Dennis?
Mayor, I was asking at the last meeting, did you announce the Economic Development Commission's new executive director?
No.
Okay, well, I have that information in front of me. Fulton County Economic Development Corporation, which you'll recall is the new private sector entity that is going to do economic development in Fulton County, put out a nationwide search for a new executive director. And they came up with Matt Gilroy has been named. Mr. Gilroy formerly served as the Assistant Director for the Defiance County Economic Development Corporation from 2003 to 2006. I know I've got a press release that the news people have probably got as well, so I've not had the privilege to meet Mr. Gilroy yet, but I'm sure I will, and I'm sure at some point in time he'll be coming around to introduce himself to you guys. On Friday, August 8th, we had our annual bulk safety salt bid opening for ice control for this coming winter, with very bleak results. Last year, you'll recall, we paid $37.51 a ton for the icing salt. This year, we only had 2 bids out of the 4 companies who normally bid. The apparent low bid was Detroit Salt Company again at $72.58. Then North American Salt Company at $99.98 a ton. Both of those are delivered prices. Problem is, Detroit Salt Company did not include a bid bond or a certified check with their bid packet, and therefore has to be disqualified. So I have not acted on the salt bids yet. I'm going to talk to the folks at ODOT and talk to the county engineer and see if we can do any better or if it's even feasible for us to participate in their efforts. See if we can't get a better price in place.
Reasoning because of last winter?
Supply and demand. Supply and demand. The good news is our barn is full. We probably have just about enough salt on hand to go through a typical normal winter. Last year, we used about twice as much as normal.
That's not gonna happen again though, right, Dennis?
We hope not.
Last year's a non.
Anyway, it is a step above not being able to buy anything, so I'll keep you abreast of those developments. Homecoming was successful from our point of view, and you guys are working feverishly on the water tower, trying to get it done so we can get it back in service before the fair. That's coming right down to the wire. That's all I have.
Fine, thank you. Jamie?
Heather had asked me at staff how many people have signed up for electronic water bills. I checked that today, we had 77. So if you're paying your bill through your bank or through ACH, I would recommend getting that emailed to you. I have passed out budget work papers to all department heads and asked for them to be returned at the end of September so we can work on 2015. And I've also ordered the recycle bins for Biddle, and they're ordered. I don't have a date on when they're going to be installed.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Not much to report on, just getting my feet back on the ground. Would point out to council that, as I'm sure council's aware, that the reading on the ordinances 2014, 11, and 12 are proposed to be by suspension, which would expedite the process a little bit to get the Wood County folks involved as quickly as possible. I think, as Tom mentioned, there's a number of projects that are sort of waiting in the wings, so that's the reason for that. Once, if council approves that this evening, then we will finalize the contract, I think, with Wood County. That's referenced in, I think, 2014-12. That's it.
All right, thank you. There's no first or second reading, no first reading. Second reading legislation. Ordinance 2014-11, amend the Part 13 Building Code of the Codified Ordinance of the City of Wauseon under suspension.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rules on ordinance 2014-11.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Huner and second by Counselor Coast. Is there any discussion? Counselor Huner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage?
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Chamberlain and second by Counselor Frye. Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Huner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2014-11 passes on suspension and will be in effect in 30 days.
Ordinance 2014-12, authorizing a request to the Ohio Board of Building Standards to certify the city of Wauseon for enforcement of the non-residential Ohio building codes with the condition that the Wood County Building Inspection Department exercise enforcement authority and accept and approve plans and specifications and make inspections and authorize an agreement for such enforcement between the city of Wauseon and Wood County, so under suspension.
Make a motion to suspend the rules?
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Chamberlain and second by Counselor Sturts. Is there any discussion? Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Huner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Final passage.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Huner and second by Counselor Frye. Counselor Huner?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2014-12 passes on suspension and will be in effect in 30 days.
Third reading legislation, ordinance 2014-7, amending section 147.08 of codified ordinance of the city of Wauseon, define part-time employee hours and full-time employee hours.
Third reading.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Is there any discussion? Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, ordinance 2014-12 passes, it's ordinance 2014-7 passes on third reading and be in effect in 30 days. My eyes just kind of.
That's all right.
Too many ordinance numbers. On to new business, schedule Halloween trick or treat for Thursday, October 30th, 2014, from 6 to 7:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Hüner and second by Counselor Coast. Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Motion to accept the resignation of Mike Zunt from the Park Board for the unexpired term to December 31st of 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Motion to accept the appointment of Martin Estrada to the Pride Wauseon Preservation and Design Review Board for the unexpired term of Don Mathews to December 31st of 2014.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Hüner and second by Counselor Coast. Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
We need a motion to approve the bills as presented.
So moved.
Do we need to?
Oh, I'm
For
sorry.
that.
Skip one. Got ahead of myself. This is a motion for vacancy protocol, and we need a motion. A motion will be necessary to establish a protocol. Council wishes to employ and fill in the unexpired term of Don Mathews.
Make that motion.
Second.
Do we need to read what the
I
call will be?
probably would be helpful just to have it in the record. Maybe we have a written copy of
Can you
it.
read?
Kathy, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can read. Thank you. All right. A motion will be necessary to, oh, you just read that. Okay. And they will make a motion that in selecting a replacement for Don Mathews' unexpired term, that council review the prior list of applicants submitted in connection with the filing of the unexpired term of Fred Allen. That council re-interview those applicants it concludes are the best applicants, and select the replacement for Don Mathews' seat for among those applicants reviewed. To the extent that council does not believe that any such applicants are suitable for the position, council will then, by motion, adopt new procedures for filling the vacant seat. Thank you. See, I told you I could read.
Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Now we'll have a motion to approve the bills as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion moved by Counselor Chamberlain and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Hüner?
Yes.
Counselor Coast?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Mayor, Tom, I brought a property to your attention on Sycamore, about the condition of the property, and Trudy said a letter was sent out. Have you had a chance to see if it's been brought into compliance, or?
Not since I got back.
Okay.
They had till, I think it's the end of this week to bring it in
Okay,
compliance.
all right, good deal, thank you. Thanks, Mayor.
Okay, thanks. Now the pressure of the council's going to be pressured by this group of Cub Scouts back here. If you guys want to come forward or ask all the questions or come up to the mic, whatever you guys feel comfortable.
Yeah. I'd like to take a quick photo of them if I could.
Sure.
I just want to let you guys know that I was a fan of trick or treat for 3 hours, but these guys wanted an hour and a half. So I was a 3-hour guy.
Because you wanted more candy.
Yeah,
We'll give you
You're looking for
Counselor
both young.
Chamberlain's address after council here.
What's your address?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can-
That's right.
Can I get you in 2 lines? Just a couple of you come to the front. Heads in the middle of heads.
Heather's in the back. I know they are.
Smile for me.
Everybody's scooting out of the
I'm gonna take just a couple more. I'm too tall for my job.
There we go.
One more. Good looking bunch of boys.
Okay, who's got the first question for council here? You guys gotta have some questions, come on now.
So
Betty?
what badge are you guys getting for this? You're in the Weeblos, but what badge are you working on for this?
We're trying to get a, I think it's the
Citizenship.
citizenship.
Is it a bead or
It's a pin.
a pin? Okay.
Have you guys learned how to tie a necktie yet?
Okay.
Kinda.
I know. Because I was in Cub Scouts and I must have missed that chapter because I still cannot tie a necktie. Yeah, so if you guys learn how, make sure you come back and show me how,
That one
okay?
hasn't learned yet.
This one here, yeah.
Oops.
Are you curious to how many years a counselor serves?
Yeah.
How many knows how many years they serve in council without being reelected?
6?
You're trying to get that changed to 6.
He works with
4 years.
You know what the job of the counselors are?
Vote and stuff?
You do that too.
It's pack 8.
Pack 8.
That's these guys, don't ask me. That's these guys.
What kind of things do you think we
Grill
vote
them.
on?
Stuff.
Like what stuff?
Like to plant trees in parks and stuff.
Hey, you were listening. Good for you.
To build canopies and stuff.
They were
Like that
listening.
middle. What do you think the best part of being a counselor is?
Oh, wow. You get to establish when trick or treat is. That's the best part. Could you imagine that you, as a counselor, you could say no to trick or treat? How awful is that?
Would you ever vote for that counselor if they said no to trick or treat?
I think the best part's when the Cub Scouts come in.
Yeah.
Talk to 'em.
Yeah, that's a fun part.
Oh, shoot.
How many different, you're working on
What's your question?
citizenship?
How often do you guys meet?
We meet twice a month. We meet the first and third Monday of every month as a council. But there's a lot of meetings in between. I mean, there's a council, a whole meeting, there's, like when they have a finance committee meeting, they talk about stuff there, there's park board meetings, there's safety and code, streets. There's lots of meetings that's not on camera.
We have to get up really early sometimes for park board, like, we have to be here by 7 o'clock in the morning, so.
I didn't even
I know,
wake
right?
up then.
Well, how long can the mayor be mayor?
4 years. Every 4 years is our up for election.
6.
6.
How much years in a row have you been there?
I'm on my first term.
Yay.
How old are all of you?
9 and 10. Yeah, 9. No, 10.
9.
Mostly 9 and 8. 9 and 8.
So why does this guy have a brown shirt on and you guys have blue shirts?
The brown shirt.
Well, yeah, for Weeblos.
I see.
Weeblos get to wear tan, and the below Weeblo, bear, tiger, and wolf can have, or bobcat, have to have blue shirts.
Have to have the blue one. But if you have a tan one, you have to have a specific Weeblos badge.
See, I never got to the tan shirt. I was always stuck in the blue shirt. Huh.
Well, how many times can you be elected in a row?
Twice.
As many times as the people.
Well, I was thinking,
Everything, but.
isn't it
So there is
2
no
years
term
for
limits
one
like 1,
term?
2, or 3. I mean, it's whoever, you know, you keep running, you keep getting voted in. Yeah.
When do you, what date do you elect?
I'm up for re-election next year. Heather, you're in 3 years?
Yeah.
3 years?
Next year. Next year.
3 years.
So it's on a stagger, so it's not a whole new group of people every 3 or 4 years, it's just staggered.
So how long have you guys been in Scouts?
4. 4. It depends on.
You have 2 badges, you've been in
3.
years?
It depends on how long they've been a scout or when they joined.
Okay.
3 or 4 years, but I was always in Wauseon.
Oh, you came from a different troop? Okay.
What do you like best about Wauseon? Your favorite thing to do in Wauseon as a 9-year-old?
The football games?
The football games?
Baseball.
Baseball?
I kind of think school is fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I like school too.
How many of you like the parks in Wauseon? Do you like the parks?
Yeah. Then you get look at
You don't live in Wauseon?
I live in a
You live in a village?
I can't.
Pettysville?
Pettisville?
Yes.
Oh,
That's a good place
That's
to
all
live.
right.
It's got a, it's got a nice.
Don't hold it against us.
I live in Delta.
You live in Delta?
Delta, there's a good town.
that's right, I graduated. That was a good time.
Go Panthers.
Right?
Yep. Have you guys made I've heard of these derby cars. Do you guys make
Yes.
Pine Derby.
Pinewood
Pinewood
derby?
Derby.
Do you guys make them or do your dads make them?
I sometimes make mine. I make mine.
Who has the fastest one?
Me.
Anybody? You? Yeah.
Um.
You and I will race. I still got my car. I'll race you sometime.
That thing's on, buddy.
Did you make yours?
No, I did not. My dad was all over that. Drilling the lead out of there to make it the right weight. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, but you took that trophy, didn't you?
Oh, I get it.
My mom takes all my patches. She made it past the first round for my penguin car because best penguin.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are fun. I was
Penguin
a
car?
judge.
Yeah,
I like
penguin
that.
cards.
Yeah.
I painted it like my iPod penguin case and put a little wooden penguin
Neat. Oh,
as a driver.
cool. You guys sell popcorn or is that a?
Yeah. Yeah, we sell popcorn.
We have so
When
much
is that
popcorn.
starting?
I don't know.
September 20th.
September 20th?
We're starting popcorn blitzes up at Walmart. When are popcorn blitzes at Walmart again?
About the 20th.
Let's see, I think it's the 22nd, but it'll be like every weekend after that. till-
Blitz is a good way of describing it too.
Popcorn blitz.
It is a blitz. I
Maybe
tell
that's
you
what
what.
homecoming should do with the homecoming prizes.
Good deal.
Is it ever nervous being on camera? Yeah.
Only when I have to sit by him.
Sometimes I do this. It's always nervous. Wouldn't that be funny if during I did that?
At first it is, when you first start, but then it gets easier. Were you nervous coming up here?
Maybe a little.
And now are you nervous now?
No.
Same thing.
Turn around and look at the camera.
Still
Yeah, but we'll turn around.
I think it teaches you a life lesson though. You have to be responsible for everything you say. You know? So I think, you know, it just teaches a lesson, you know, whatever you say matters. You know?
Do you guys drink a lot of coffee?
This is water.
Oh.
This is all water.
This is my coffee.
City of Wauseon water too.
It's
But
tasty.
yes, I drink coffee. Do you drink coffee?
No, don't drink coffee.
Anybody down here, you guys drink
drink
coffee?
coffee?
Just one cup a day.
I've had coffee, but I drink mountain water.
Mountain
Nice,
water.
nice. You know what coffee would do? It'll stunt your growth. You won't grow to be tall if you drink coffee. Have you ever heard that before?
No, but you'll turn into the next Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that's right, Spider-Man. Forgot about that.
We are totally awesome. Is there any other questions they were supposed to ask us that you can think of?
Yeah, just
General
whatever questions they
questions.
come up with.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yes, did good.
You guys look pretty good in your new suits.
Yeah, anytime.
We'll look for you in the next, is it Memorial Day parade that you guys get to know?
Yeah. There's a couple.
Homecoming?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Very much.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
guys. No problem.
Bye.
Make sure you thank them.
Thank you. Thank you.
We were talking to you.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session for personnel.
Motion moved by Counselor Coast and second by Counselor Sturts. Counselor Coast?
Yes.
Counselor Sturts?
Yes.
Counselor Frye?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Hewner?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Mayor, it's possible we might have a decision coming out, right? It's possible. It's possible we could.